How's life been up there on the Eastern? Oh,
Okay, so we are live now, guys. Thanks for joining us.
What? We're live on the internet?
We're live on the internet. Welcome to the 21st century, brother.
The new normal.
What's up? For the lads.
For the lads.
Luke in the house, James, myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly.
Like always, man, I appreciate you guys taking the time, man.
Yep.
I appreciate you guys taking the time.
What time is it, by the way? 14. Me and you, Kelly, we're just on the same Eastern Standard Time.
So it's about 6, right?
And James, you're tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, I'm in the future.
Oh.
Hey, but no shit, Luke. Right. Like a little bit after 6 there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Time was like 2 hours sooner.
Batman reference.
One way or the other.
We just move fast, I guess. Everybody's always honking if you don't move when the light changes right away.
So what has everyone been up to?
If they're mean, they go.
Me and you was talking, James. So my boy is dunking now.
Oh, true.
And I will not hear it. It's about like a 7-foot goal, but at the same time.
What?
And he's off screen. So as I'm saying stuff, I said it's like a 7-foot goal. He's like, no, it is not. So I don't respond to that. But anyway, he's dunking. So
like 8 foot and 10 inches.
He's got his own numbers, but anyway.
What is this, junior? I thought your son was for some reason older. What is this? A mini hoop?
No, it's a legit. You can pull it up to way past like 12 foot down to I don't know, somewhere low. He says it's 8 foot something. I don't know, but no, it's a I actually got a video. We'll put the video of him dunking on the show. Will we be able to do that? I can send it to you in Messenger, James, and then you could maybe put it on there. I don't know how to do that stuff, so.
Honestly, I'm still learning how to do this myself. I think Master Lukey knows better than I do.
Yeah,
I know how to share screens. That's about it.
Hey, man, you're doing one better than I am. So I don't know how to do that.
What is that? Is it sharing it?
There we are. Yeah. Here we are. And here we are, mate. Is this what you've been working on, Luke?
It's fluffy, right? Can you see it?
Yep. Yeah.
How's that look?
I'd sell keys.
Yeah, well.
What?
Yeah, looks familiar. I don't know if it.
I'd be selling keys, man.
Is that a kg? Because somebody told me I should buy like 400 pounds of it.
Well, if you can afford it, you don't.
So I'm big on coconut oil. I'm not sure about the coconut milk powder, but
yeah, I've seen stuff like that with Coke. I don't know about the nut part, but yeah, it looks familiar.
Fluffy like that?
Yeah, if it's good.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Comes in blocks.
Are we still talking about coconut milk powder or cocaine?
Yeah, well, it was an innuendo, so yeah, cocaine. Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, 20s, man.
Yeah, look, I wasn't always a good boy, mate.
Yeah. Hey, in my 20s, I loved the cocaine, man. It was pretty cool. And
it was.
Yeah.
It is quite a lot of fun. Too much fun.
The dude I was getting it from started cutting it with baby laxatives.
And
so I thought laxatives
baby
let
laxatives
you go, but this would make my nostrils swell up where I couldn't even do it anymore.
I've never heard of it being cut with that. It's usually like creatine or something like that.
That'd sting, I would think, creatine. I guess
granulated
creatine probably would be good, but now they up here there was the cart. A lot of people that was getting it over from the cartels was cutting it with baby laxatives. I think I don't know for a fact, but I think it has like a similar scent.
Okay.
So, like the carbon monoxide kind of smell that it has. I think.
Yep.
The good cocaine's smells like carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So Master Lukey.
The only reference I have with that is a story you might enjoy.
Well, let's hear it.
Tough Two House.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go.
The Tough Two House. I don't know if they have this one on camera. I mean, on the DVD or the show.
Yeah.
Tell me if you saw it already. Seth Petrozelli, I think, and Brad Imes blowing a line of protein powder. I was there, but did you see that? Did they release that?
I don't remember that. I don't think so. I
don't know about that.
I don't remember them snorting just protein powder.
Out of boredom, I guess.
You would get stir crazy in the house, I would imagine.
I just remember Seth was the one that, and the thing is, in that fight with Kimbo, he was scared, but he scored a scared knockout, And the ref, I remember the ref looking at, I think maybe towards the owner or the promoter or something after Kimbo went down. And the ref looked at towards the promoter before he called the fight, It's like, this is our cash cow. He just got knocked the fuck out, So
he actually allegedly got paid under the table to stand with him, and then dropped him with a jab.
Oh.
So that backfired.
The thing was, you could see it, he was scared, but he was, Kimbo was an intimidating motherfucker. Like I told you, I was scheduled for boxing, but Kimbo was a good dad, man. He was a real good dad.
Yeah.
But we got the Rampage's situation. People kind of say he's not a good dad, but Kimbo was a good, from my understanding, he's just a real good dad. And I don't know what his boy's doing in MMA. Well,
he's competing. I'm pretty sure.
Talking about.
Let's talk about Conor McGregor. Is he a good dad? Speaking of,
you've seen
financially, I guess he's providing, but I don't know. He seems to love his son, but he's fucking a little bit all over the place. He definitely likes that powder, old McGregor, that's for sure.
Hey, it's funny, that was the conversation, and Luke
he could definitely weigh in on that.
We've seen the fucking videos, dude.
What?
Yeah, he could definitely.
Really? Fucking, all this shit, dude. He's,
oh, bruh.
Him tweaking?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
It's like I just know there's a video of Chuck doing the same thing in his show. Like he was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The meme was like, Chuck something, but Chuck back here fighting for his life, and you see Chuck just totally geeking, man. And it was like, that's crazy.
In the crowd with his reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he was
that was the Tito and Vitor fight, right? I think that's what that was.
Why are you bringing up McGregor and Diaz? Is that the rumored fight or?
So first topic, McGregor, Nate Diaz 3, White House rumors.
No.
The White House.
Yeah, so that's the rumors that they're looking to put that on the card. How do you think that could go? What do you think? Apparently, Dana White said the White House card is a done deal, so it's signed. So.
What?
Yeah.
The card is done, or the
well, no, like it's not that they've got the full card done, but they've locked in a deal to have a card at the White House.
Did you see the same card that also said that Jones and Aspinall is going to happen?
Oh, I've seen that thing floating around, yeah.
But the thing is, where you're talking about Diaz and McGregor, and then the same thing on that was Aspinall Jones, and I'm just telling you that shit's not going to happen. Here's the thing: if they're going to do a show at the White House, like right now, whatever fight they want has to be 100% fucking done deal, unless it's coming up to the fight and there's an injury. So putting McGregor on there, which is they've not been able to fucking do in 2 years or something, and then putting Jones on there, which with all his background with the Rex and fucking coke. Wow. Hey, you saw this cocaine episode, man. Because it keeps going back to that. But with
Jones,
charges and shit, man. Just let me tell you something. If they're gonna do like I said, if they're gonna do a show at the White House, those are gonna be guaranteed 100% fights right now. They have no chance of falling through unless of injury and a good story. But putting McGregor and Jones on a White House card, no, I don't see it happening, man.
What do you reckon, Luke?
Well, you're kind of like saying that McGregor is the type of guy who's gonna
pull out
pop?
a fight.
He's gonna pop.
What?
He's gonna fail a test. What do you mean?
Yeah, so he's
I thought it was that
also they've been trying to do Chandler McGregor fight forever, and it's happened. It was on a card, not on a card, on a card, not on a card. It's not happening. So there's all that. So the thing is, and then to mention Diaz.
Yeah, he says Diaz. Yeah, well, that's what James said.
Diaz,
that's got to be the most likely one, huh?
He's not even under UFC contract right now.
So true.
You'd have to say, you'd have to announce on here's the thing, so the steps of the process, they would have to get Diaz back under a UFC contract before they get announced that it's going to be McGregor and Diaz. So just, I think that the post that went around about, McGregor and Diaz and Aspinall and Jones, I think that card was satire,
I think that card was just made by some random fan. But as far as the rumors going with McGregor and all that, I think they're possibly legit rumors. I think as far as generally speaking, I would agree with you with having people that are gonna 100% turn up. But I think as far as a White House card goes, I think that just changes the whole dynamic because all these guys, they desperately want to be on that card because, come on, man. That's a first, there's never been anything like that before. And that's why they're all coming. That's even Jones was like, I don't really want to fight. And then 1 week later, when they're talking about doing that White House card, he's like, hey, I'll be back in the test and pull. You know what I mean? He totally changed his tune. And I can understand why.
Yeah. But I wonder about how it works. Are they legitimately going to do it on the yard, and people get in there? And I would think the safety concerns would be off the charts. So where's that going to be at stuff? Is it going to be a new ballroom they're building? Is it going to be built by them and then in time to be used for this UFC fight? But
apparently in the backyard there, yeah, of the White House. And apparently the rumors are that it's a done deal as far as having the agreement to have it at the White House. Apparently it is a done deal. So
yeah, so that the card's happening, whatever the card is. But
yeah.
So the backyard of the White House, that's that big thing. Isn't that where
you got that waterfall and all that features and all that. Okay. But I mean, where there's a will, there's a way, So I think they'll definitely get it sorted.
But I don't know,
Well, anyway, how do you think that fight would go?
McGregor Diaz?
Yeah, third one.
Huge fight. I thought they fought 3 times already. They only fought twice?
Yeah.
Fought twice.
Remember Luke Diaz won and he wasn't, I think he even came in on short notice.
Does Diaz like coconut milk powder, you think? If I get some,
I think he likes the green one.
Huh?
Green coconut?
He likes the green.
I know he likes weed.
Yeah,
that's legal though.
Yeah.
I remember he was smoking it at the press conference. It was like CBD or something.
Yeah, that's right.
He was smoking. It was legit shit. He wasn't smoking no gas station fucking smoke shop shit. After they're in California, got dispensaries, and you can get the finest shit. What was that movie with?
I like the tincture. I don't think smoking's good, even if you're an athlete.
But, I agree, but I mean they were pretty fit.
He withstanded McGregor and took him down. I can't remember what happened in the first one. He started piecing him up, right? Because McGregor got tired.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think McGregor knocks him out, but he's got so big.
Luke, you talking about the first fight?
The first fight was the famous.
He dropped him and then submitted him.
He did drop him.
Yeah. Like yeah. You're
right.
Passed out. That's the thing. Like when
did McGregor tag him first? I feel like he's gonna knock him out. It's gonna be brutal.
McGregor actually knocked him down once or twice in that fight.
Yeah,
but also
I remember saying that I don't think I said that I thought that that Diaz would win, but I did remember saying that I thought this could be difficult because McGregor is used to being longer, taller than the other guys, and sliding in and out and catching him, and he ain't gonna have that with a guy like Diaz. It's quite a big guy for that division and has that gas tank to keep pushing, and that's exactly how it worked out. So yeah.
You called it.
Yeah, usually I call them wrong, so but that one I got right.
Was the second fight questionable, the decision? Or I'm just thinking that.
There was some people that thought Diaz won, but I thought McGregor
he took a beating. I think he gets put away. He's not going to be able to take another beating at the upper weight, because McGregor, he can't make. What was that? 45 or 55?
I think it'd have to be 185. I think.
Yo, what? The dude moved up 3 weight classes. Come on.
Look at this. I mean, McGregor's yoked. It's massive.
And Diaz, what did he pop for? Peptides?
Well, I only remember his brother Nate Diaz popping, and that was only for weed. And he got like a 5-year suspension.
What's going on?
No, Nate popped for something. He said his supplement was tainted. Yeah, it was peptides or SARMs maybe.
Something's going on with Nick right now, like mental health wise.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
I've
seen
he's supposed to come back in August against Luke some shit.
Doppelganger.
Yeah. Is that the one?
Huh?
But
I feel like Nick is more likely to eat some of the coconut milk powder. If I send him a box.
Yeah, definitely.
He likes to. He'll probably wash it down with a drink.
I mean, going off the last videos I've seen, I'd say for sure.
No offense, mate, but do you partake on your off time, or are you just sober all the time?
Me, look, when I was young, I pretty much done every drug that you could do other than putting shit in my arm. Like I was pretty loose, but now I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't nothing.
Right.
Yeah, don't gamble, nothing.
I don't think long term.
Yeah, fair enough.
It would be good for Nick Diaz. That's what I'm saying.
No, definitely not. Yeah, it's horrible for your health. And he didn't look good because there was that.
You're saying something about his brain. I'm sure there's multiple. His fighting style was taking beatings, and his last fight he got Robbie Lawler. Man, he's probably hits like a truck, literally.
I mean, that was odd in a way because in one way he looked good, but in another way he did look old as well. But he stuck it out. He was gritty, like that part of him never left. But he
I don't
looked
think
old.
He did anything in that fight.
Yeah, but I mean,
no offense.
I remember being relatively competitive. I mean, more so than I thought it was going to be, considering he'd been out for ages.
I thought it was sad because I wanted that to be the case.
Yeah.
But also, I understand. Gosh, how about Robbie Lawler and the guy's lip was split open? Remember, they're spitting blood, looking at each other.
Lawler and
Donald. No.
Yeah, Rory McDonald.
I remember Robbie's lip was split open, but then Rory's face was just fucking crushed, dude. Crazy.
Yeah. They were pretty wild fights. They were like some of the all-time greatest
I'll be honest
title
with you,
fights ever.
was never the same after that fight.
Mm.
You know, like even when he went to Bellator and had some success, but then
Mm.
also had, got some pretty tough fights. But he was just never the same after that Robbie Lawler fight, man.
No.
Because his profile was like flat after that fight. It was ridiculous, man.
I think the UFC kind of did him a little bit dirty because was it like his first or second fight in the UFC, and he was fighting bloody I know I'm blanking on his name. He fought for the title and all that. Why am I blanking on his name? Condit, yeah. He fought Carlos Condit in his like second UFC fight, and he was a kid, they didn't help develop him much. And I get it, you're in the UFC, you should be fighting the best guys. But I think they could have built him up a bit more. I think his career was shortened a lot by just the way his run in the UFC went, and like them title fights were brutal. Sorry,
didn't he train with GSP? I think.
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought he trained with GSP. So a lot of hype around him coming in. And
there was.
Who would win, GSP at 185 or Ankalaev?
I mean,
I've not watched an Ankalaev fight, so I don't
know if Ankalaev wouldn't make 185.
Huh? Oh, he's the light heavyweight champ?
Yeah, he is light heavyweight.
Oh shit, because he's fighting Pereira, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know why I thought Pereira was 185.
Probably help him lose.
Because he was in the past.
He was. Was he champ at 185?
Yeah, remember? He beat Izzy, and then Izzy beat him back.
Who?
Oh. That would be an interesting fight. GSP and Pereira 185. The size difference would be...
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, Pereira's pretty massive for 185.
He's tall? What is he, 6'3"?
Fuck yeah, 6'4", I think.
Holy.
Uncle
Alex Pereira? No, Alex Pereira. Because he was 185 champion, and so was GSP at one point. So.
And Bisping, that's the only guy that he fought at 185. So how tall is Ankalaev? How big is he?
He's similar size, I think.
He's as tall as Pereira?
Yeah, I mean, he looked like he was about 6'3". There's some big guys. Okay. And that's...
he outstruck him last time? This is a rematch, right?
Yeah, so they're gonna. It's an immediate rematch.
I have apparently wrestled the shit out of him where Pereira couldn't get his strikes off.
Oh, that's smart.
So I think the game plan for Pereira coming in this fight is to get your fucking strikes off. You're gonna get taken down, and if you get taken down, you're probably gonna lose the fight again. But the main thing is to throw some. Here's the thing, and it's gonna be high risk, high reward shots. Like you throw some shit that if it don't land, he's probably going to get taken down and rode out for 5 fucking rounds. If that's what happened, I don't know. I've still not watched the fight. But what I've heard is Ankalaev. It sounds like Uncle Liev.
Uncle.
Ankalaev. Where the fuck his name is? Just kind of rode out to victory with that Dagestani fucking wrestling.
A lot of it, from what I remember, I was on the feet. And just it just seemed like Pereira never really got going.
And like I said, Jack, perhaps but I've not watched the fight. I have no idea. So you tell me. I don't know. But what I've read, because I read a lot of shit. I'll read the results before I'll actually, get a pay-per-view. Yeah. I just read the live results online. But go ahead.
I reckon maybe he just didn't take it. I mean, I could be wrong, but maybe he didn't take it seriously enough. Apparently he was. Apparently he wasn't. He was off doing something else like a week before the fight or something. I'd have to check back, but it looked like Ankalaev just wanted it more. But that being said, there is a lot of training footage of him training pretty hard with the wrestling and all that, so he's taking it pretty seriously. So, did you watch the first fight, Luke? What did you think?
Yeah, I'm the same as you, Kelly. I don't recall any Ankalaev. I know that they have a complete system in Asia. They even have, like, I'm from a traditional Chinese background as far as my training goes in Kung Fu. And there's grappling, something called Shui Chao, which is jacket wrestling. And
jacket wrestling, what does that mean?
Sambo, kind of like Sambo or something?
it looks like they're wearing a Sambo, but it's only the vest.
Huh.
And I think they don't have sleeves, yeah.
Okay.
And
see where that would
kind of like this.
there you go.
But,
Finish him.
So, Mortal Kombat 2, mate, the best one.
There's Kung Lee. He was a fighter who did takedowns in kickboxing. So he probably is good at striking. You know, this Ankalaev guy. And shit. If they fought again, because what you wrote to me was that he thinks he's going to win again. If they, if he was able to win the first time and Pereira couldn't get off, like you're saying, shit, he might get knocked out. Pereira's been dropped before.
I got two quotes here from Magomed. One says Magomed Ankalaev mocks Alex Pereira's new training footage.
Okay.
Don't worry about wrestling.
Oh,
it's coming a bang by the sound of it. And then also Magomed Ankalaev confidently eyes heavyweight future following UFC 320 title defense. Great addition to heavyweight division. So that could be an interesting.
Ankalaev by KO. That's it.
Here's the thing, though. So Pereira can
finish him.
Pereira can be turned off.
Yeah.
Something you can't unlearn. Just like Arlovsky. Striking with Freddie Roach was amazing, but if you can get touched on a button and your lights go out, once that happens, there ain't no coming back from it, really. If somebody, just like Liddell was knocked out. I think I mentioned him a few times. I'm not, I did like Liddell and Hughes and all those guys back when I got back into UFC, watching UFC and stuff like that. But now, like once people find your button, you can be off. And he got knocked out cold by Israel out of Simon. So I don't think it's happened again, but he's been dropped. But once it happens, man, it can happen again. And this Ankalaev, he's a 185er, and he says 205.
205, yeah.
But if he's 205 and claiming he and this thing, he's he's cutting weight and shit, so he could easily go up to heavyweight and maybe. Yeah. But I don't know. I like I said, I've yet to watch the first one, so I don't know. We'll see.
I root for Pereira.
There's that booger sugar again.
I think with Pereira, obviously he's a great striker. I think that he's got really good distance management, and really good footwork, kind of like Liddell or Machida. That obviously they're different styles, but they both have that thing where they're long and they have really good distance management and like good power shots. But all three of them, they don't move their head well. Have you noticed that as well? Like he doesn't roll on shots much. He uses more his range and then like slides in and out. But if he's sitting in the pocket, his head, like what you call like head on a stick, you know what I mean? Like where his head's going to be.
My big thing when I was fighting is if I landed a shot, that shot, my head went off somewhere else. Because I always tell kids when I'm coaching boxing that the counter to any punch is that punch. So if I landed a shot, like I said, like a right hand, my main thing is to not be where that right hand was going to land. So, you're right. Yeah, I see him moving some, but he's got that bounce in, bounce out like Machida. And, I don't know. It's, we'll see. Like I said, I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm not watching the fight. I just remember reading what I read online, and it sounded like he got stifled on all his striking because
I could explain that.
Against the cage or out grappling. So
I root for him because he's from the jungle. It's like the all natural people against the corporation.
So
he's just fighting another lad. So I can't really say, oh, just because he wears face paint, he looks cooler, I'm going to root for him. He has the problem that Machida got knocked out. Just because Machida and him have the same style. It could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Ankalaev, I'm going to guess he's got a bouncing Russian-style footwork, and that's really the difference. And it's such a basic difference, but it's everything, because if Pereira's stepping forward in a karate stance, and he's much more able to be predicted where he's going to be than somebody who's got bouncing footwork. It's such a small difference. It's like the difference between a 99 and a 98. Or maybe more. Like you're saying, he's hittable. Head on a stick.
Yeah. Head on a stick. Same
I
as
mean, look,
Machida,
karate, which Chuck is a Kempo karate guy, KEM. Like Maximum. Kempo, Hawaiian, I think. The footwork is not like Western boxing. People say Muay Thai is the best striking style. But you do see a lot of more hand knockouts than kicking knockouts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
mathematically.
Hey, Luke.
Seems like the smart bet to go with Ankalaev on that.
Hey, Luke.
By knockout this time. You called it. You heard it here first. I don't know about Ryan. What do you say, Kelly? Somebody's got $50 they're going to give you if you call it. You don't have to put up any money.
So, like I said,
what's the prediction?
I just read, because I always read, like, anytime, I just don't buy pay-per-views. I just read, like, go to, like, MMA something, and they give you round by round updates. So that's all. And thing is, Ankalaev has done it once. And according to what James said, he's going to come out and try to stand. And, Pereira's got that button. So if somebody had $50, Luke, like you said, I'd probably just go ahead and put it on Ankalaev, because every good thing comes to an end. So, and James, like you was talking, about the lead up to the fight, like they was using Pereira as like the poster boy for a minute, because he come on the scene and made waves. So he was going on these like press tours and just appearances and shit. So, but now, granted, say he gets back to the roots. And
I think Pereira has the ability to beat him, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he will.
Here's the thing. I took a lot of fights on short notice and just for the money and stuff. But the thing is, like I was telling my boy, lay down. Fucking lay down. I just thought if I could do this, if I could land this shit, then I could win. Going against a lot of wrestlers and shit, it didn't work out. But thing is, it can all change in the blink of an eye, So, Pereira's got a chance, absolutely. Like I always say, a puncher's chance. Got that ability to knock somebody out in that fight. It could happen to me at any time. So, that puncher's chance. So, you can't out Pereira, but like Luke said, if somebody had $50 and he's betting, I'd say just go ahead and bet on Ankalaev.
It's the sweet science.
The
difference between a boxer and a puncher, which if you're saying he's got a puncher's chance, that definitely means he's and the odds are 2 to 1 basically for Ankalaev. I'm saying knockout though. He's so confident.
For Ankalaev, Luke.
I'm taking my 50. What am I going to get?
What are you saying? You said
Ankalaev's going to finish Ankalaev for stoppage.
Who do you think's knocking out who?
Ankalaev's going to get a finish.
Yeah, kind of what I'm thinking too, Luke. So
it's going to be like scary. Remember when he got knocked out by Izzy and he was like dead?
Yeah, folded him. Yeah.
Holy.
Okay,
Yeah, look, should be a good fight. Like I said, I think Pereira has the ability to win, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he will.
knock people out. It can happen.
Yeah,
So
I don't mean just like a puncher's chance. I mean, like, I think that he has the not just a puncher's chance, but the actual ability to win. But yeah, like it just depends on where he's at in his career. He's had a long career, you know, like how hungry is he? You know, he's come into a lot of money over the last few fights. Like it'll be hard to say, you know, like it's a pick 'em for me. I'm happy to just check it out. But you were gonna show us something before, Luke. What
Lock.
with
That's
the
a lot. That's a lock. Same thing with Gaethje versus Topuria.
close it like that. Damn.
you reckon Gaethje would? So you want to move on
Gaethje
to that
versus
one? Huh?
Topuria is also the same footwork problem that's going to get him knocked out. Add him to the highlight reel. Just
So
Gaethje. How many punches is he going to take clean from Topuria before he goes down and gets finished?
Probably not many. Yeah, not many.
What are we talking about?
Not going off. So we'll move on to the next.
It's the same thing with the style of the fight, and there's a reason why people are mostly getting punching knockouts. Reason why boxing became the worldwide sport, and wrestling became its own sport. You have like these style matchups, right, or metas. I like the wrestlers now. Kamzat, you know.
Yeah.
Is Islam fighting soon?
Yeah,
At
Islam.
Madison Square Garden, or
isn't Islam and Jack Dilla?
that's coming up soon, right? Is that a huge card? So. The one with Bullet and Yang, Weili.
Let's have a look.
That's at the Garden, I think. So Kelly, you got taken down by wrestlers and stuff.
Yeah, you know. So
me too, bro.
You know, here was the thing, and you know,
you do jiu-jitsu?
I did
protect yourself, or you just started to stand back up?
Jiu-jitsu, like I only did the belt testing one time. I got 3 stripes on my white belt, but I just never did the belt testing. But I did a whole lot of submission grappling with, like, you know, without the gi, but then and
that's what I meant. I didn't mean like strict Brazilian jiu-jitsu with the kimono. I don't do that either.
Well, yeah,
I just meant like the ground grappling. Because wrestling, you get pinned, but that's not the end. If you know jiu-jitsu, you can fight off your back.
And the thing is, like, a lot of things from jiu-jitsu translate to wrestling. You know, there's different names for them and shit. You know, so a lot of stuff transfers back and forth. But my problem is you know, I was so wanting to do the stand-up and that if all of a sudden I got taken down, it took a minute for my mind to be like, okay, you know, we're doing this. And I said, oh, hold on, I got to start thinking about the grappling or you know. So a lot of time I just didn't mentally comprehend. All of a sudden, we're on the ground and shit. So I was at a disadvantage like that. You know, I always thought people wanted to see the stand-up part of it, and they do. You know, that's why BKFC is so popular. But yeah. So, and then I get short notice, like 7 days.
BKFU.
Huh? You're not a fan, huh?
What's
not
that?
A fan.
Of
Master
what?
Lukey's not a fan of the bare knuckle boxing.
Really?
Is that what Mike Perry fought in? Oh, not Mike Perry.
Yeah, the BKFC.
The other guy, Darren Till. Darren
No, that's that you're talking about that Misfits boxing.
Oh, that's boxing. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the things that piss me off right now in MMA. First of all, we just went over the footwork, but I can understand why people think like you're saying, Kelly. Oh, you think people want to see like striking? It's not necessarily true. Or you think they want to see stand up, or you think they want to see knockouts. Because I still follow like the sport and stuff, and like I saw on Instagram today, 15-second knockout. Let's go right by it. I want to see the action.
Yeah.
But the reason why people do that karate stance is because karate has the, what is it? Ippon in judo, or the idea of the point fighting where they stop the match because it's like one shot, one kill. I forgot the word. It's not Shotokan, but the matches are short. So the sport developed of combat sports developed, so you get boxing footwork and Muay Thai footwork, which Muay Thai is better than karate, but it's not the same as boxing. And then you also have to think you're MMA, so it can't be either or, and because you have the takedowns. But these guys, it's like a double-edged sword. Remember when Justin Gaethje came out? He was the one knocking everybody out. Now his button got found, Kelly.
Yeah.
You know? And so that's my problem with those guys, because the footwork comes from karate, and it's not for MMA. It's actually for karate, which is based on fight to the death. And it wasn't as I'm not blaming anybody. It's like the sport is developing and evolving, and we see what works now. Remember, there was a karate guy in the UFC. He got armbarred. First UFC or second UFC. I was rooting for him, because he was a karate guy. But the other one I don't like is when guys think that they're losing when they're on the ground, Kelly, because they don't know jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
Are you talking about armbar?
The guy who got armbarred was he was like an actual Japanese guy. And they showed him doing the forms, and his uniform was snapping.
GSP come in, and he was karate or whatever. And in his first fight with Matt Hughes, he got armbarred, but then back, and of course, and then started.
Look at that history repeating itself. Good. I never like karate guys against kung fu guys, because I was a kung fu guy, like the Chinese versus Japanese. But they think that they're losing if they're on their back, because nobody knows like how to use jiu-jitsu properly in MMA, because even if you go to a jiu-jitsu school, they're not teaching you MMA. They're teaching you the kimono and the no-gi, which neither one of those are MMA. You can ask the Gracies. So everybody thinks like, oh, if I'm on my back, I'm losing, so I have to stand up. And then they turn over, they get the referee's position, and they get choked out. And it's such a beginner move that seeing it in the UFC still happen, like guys getting choked out trying to stand up. It's
frustrating.
Pet peeve. Because I want to see like somebody against Khamzat who actually knows how to grapple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that I could practice that. It's like, oh, my nightmare, right? Isn't that your nightmare, Kelly, as a striker? Somebody like Khamzat? He's going to take you down 2 seconds into the round?
I saw somebody mention this. No, even though Bo Nickel,
he's good.
lost, right? Got stuffed and got struck, but somebody made the point the other day that, like, in order to beat Khamzat, which, to be honest with you, another thing is I've not watched none of his fucking fights. I just don't watch shit no more. But anyway, what it sounds like, this person said that, it would take somebody like a Bo Nickel to stifle Khamzat. How do you say it?
And then Khamzat.
Get him to stand up and engage that way, which, like I said, Bo Nickel just come off he got knee to the body, which I'm going to tell you, man, Luke, have you ever been fucking kneed to the body like that? I'm sure you have, because I went out and I felt confident. I told myself not to reach against this guy named Ron the Killing Fields. He was like a 50-50. All right,
I heard of him.
Wins, 50 losses, and
I heard of Ron Fields.
Shit. But I watched him get subbed with a ankle lock, and I thought that's where I'm gonna get, but I got to get him down on the ground first. I kept reaching, and he rocked back and caught me in the floating rib with a knee, and my body shut down. And Gary Copeland was the referee, and he looked at me, and I was like, dude, I am fucking, because I had to be at work the next morning like 6:30.
Wow.
Weekend warrior kind of shit. And he fucking
holy cow, Ron Fields. I heard of that guy.
Fields, man. And he with that fucking knee, and I just for 30 seconds I thought I was fucking dying. I thought to myself, how bad's this? Then you go to the hospital, this shit broke. And after 30 seconds I was like, oh, I can breathe and stuff, So
Was he the guy who fought in the UFC with like a Stars and Stripes boxing shorts or something? Did he fight in the UFC, Ron Fields? I definitely heard that name like
No, so
somewhere.
the Stars and Stripes guy was like the first or second, and he was a black dude. Now this is a big, tall, vanilla guy, and
Okay.
and now he was, like I said, he's like 50-50. Took on a lot of big
That's
names,
crazy.
man. Like
Yeah.
talk about a massive
So
tournament
familiar.
guy was.
The guy you're thinking of, Luke, he was an actor. He was in movies and that.
Who's that?
I think I know the guy you mean. Yeah, like
Hoist.
No,
Hoist 180 on him.
No, the black guy that was in one of the early UFCs. I know the guy you're talking about.
Ron Van Cleef.
Yes, that's it. Ron Van Cleef. That's right.
He didn't fight Hoist?
Say what?
Get armbarred?
Huh?
I think he did, yeah. Yeah, I think he did. He was in his 50s as well.
Yo.
But yeah, he was in movies and stuff.
God bless.
Wrong, yeah.
I top
Good man.
After what I've been hearing lately and seeing, I don't know about these matches anymore. They might have had some discussions backstage, you know? The very fights we grew up on. I don't want to know the truth anymore.
Yeah, the conspiracy theory hat's coming out, Luke.
All these matches couldn't be worked. Couldn't be.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Not in the
Nobody
UFC.
ever works matches, and
never.
Even though there was so much riding on
Pride,
the line.
I think pride 100%. But you look over the years, man, how many fights in the UFC where the UFC obviously want a certain guy to win and he loses.
Kelly, you don't have any experience with that. I mean, you were in the pro wrestling circuit, so you know about like working matches. But as far as MMA fights go, those are all legit, and you never saw any conversations about like somebody being pushed or something.
No, check this out, dude. So so early in my pro career, my first fight was holy shit. Something going on outside. Anyway, my first fight, I decided that this one fight for the 205 light or 205 title for organizations was going to be my last amateur fight. So I took that fight, and it was a tough fight. I actually lost the fight because I cut too much weight. I cut 17 pounds in 9 days. And just first round, I was gassed. And the thing was, I wasn't supposed to. What I was doing was going around just knocking motherfuckers out. So after the first round, I was gassed because, I had him knocked out, but I wasn't supposed to do that. So,
what?
Finished that round, but the thing was where I cut, that
you knocked him out, but what? You couldn't finish.
I hit him with a 1-2, and when I hit him with a 1-2, the dude just fucking like this, and he was, right then I would have fucking went right back in on him. But the thing was, I was supposed to put in rounds to get ready for my pro career, so I wasn't supposed to pursue the knockout. So
really,
yeah. So then, but
you're supposed to carry him.
Yeah. So after the first round,
I was right all along. Look, who said you were supposed to? Your manager?
Yeah, the dude that was manager.
The promoter.
Huh?
Was it your manager?
Not the promoter. This was my coach's decision. That been with me.
So he was like a journeyman.
Who?
The guy that you were fighting, you knew he wasn't a threat?
No, he was like 6-2 or 3 or something like that as an amateur, and I was like 7-1-1 or something like that.
Yo.
And
you got a lot of fights, bro.
I do all together, but once it gets into the pro shit, it just goes downhill, man. Because I didn't ever win. Like I said, I get wrestled to the ground. Some motherfucker climb up on my back like a spider monkey and shit. And I fell in love with the money. The biggest concern to me when somebody called me about a fight or messaged me about a fight was like, how much? And the thing was, like I took the fight on with Ron Fields on 13 days notice. But actually, I wanted to fight because I thought I could win, and then but no, the fight I wasn't I was just supposed to carry him for rounds and then finish him at some time or get the decision at the end. But by the first round, I got so winded, you know, I don't know, it just, you know. But hey, and then in my fourth pro MMA fight, I fought a guy by the name of Billy Mojo Horn, who had fought for Bellator and been successful. And we started out to fight, and you know, I poked him with a jab a couple times. He backed up and come back in range and stood there in front of me. So I threw a left high kick. When I threw the left high kick, he kind of smiled like, you know, oh, okay, like he was going to do something. So then I knew he was coming. So I got off center and threw a right hand and knocked it, you know, hit him hard, and then threw another shot, and then turned him around against the cage. It was coming in on him, and I was trying to poke and was going to fucking get that last shot up against the cage. Well, he saw it coming, and he body locked me and took me down. And then when he got me down, he was doing a better job grappling than I was. But at one point he said, "Just give me something."
What?
Yeah, and I was like, "Motherfucker, what?" So I started to fucking like ridge hand him across the fucking jaw. He eventually got me a fucking rear naked choke, and then the thing was,
damn,
he did a dick move because he got me a rear naked choke clean, but then he cranked my fucking back with a fucking figure four.
Ooh.
And I was like,
I'm paralyzed just hearing about it.
Yeah, it sucked. It fucked my back up a little bit, but also, like I said, it'd be at work the next day, and I think I took 2 hours off work that morning, so I'd have to be at work at 6:30. I had to be working 8:30 or something like that. So I got a couple extra hours after that fight.
Wow.
So what you got up here, Master Lukey? What are you going to show us?
The fuck were we looking at this?
Bad camera. Is it too small?
Yeah, I can't see shit. Is this a Kimbo fighting legit some shit?
So the girl who's got the guy in the front headlock, she just rolled him over into a mounted guillotine.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
She got him in a front headlock. Okay.
Yeah.
And then as he kept driving in, she pulled a guillotine and rolled him over her into a mounted guillotine.
Shit, nice.
Hey, Luke.
You got it, Kelly?
No, I didn't see it. I mean, I saw. It was.
It's
really
too small. It's too small on the screen.
Yeah, it was too small for me. But I kind of saw the bodies and stuff. But have you ever heard of the head in the hole?
Hidden?
The head in the hole. It's like a jiu-jitsu or a submission wrestling thing.
No.
So apparently it's illegal. I'll tell you where it gets illegal. So it's called the head in the hole. So you've got somebody in your guard, and you actually tuck their head in under your armpit, right? And go up under their arms and interlock your not interlock your fingers, but kind of do like a seatbelt grip behind their back. You hear me?
Yeah.
Sounds kind of like a Nelson or something.
Well, like I said, so you put their head under your armpit like a guillotine and come up around both their arms and seatbelt grip behind their back. And then you flip them and go to sit up. Supposedly that's illegal in a jiu-jitsu. It's called the head in the hole.
Damn. Why? Because it breaks their neck?
Yeah, if you actually sit up, you just fracture your fucking neck, man.
God damn.
Yeah.
Head in the hole, and I don't know Alice in Chains Jiu-Jitsu. Head in the hole, don't do it on your first day in Jiu-Jitsu, James. How about that guy who got paralyzed his first day in Jiu-Jitsu? Did you see that a couple months ago?
No.
He sued them and won.
Shit, man.
My coach gave me I'm going to say 16 or 12 or something. There's steps to this move. But basically you're lying down and you got the weight in your hand, or that's optional. You could just use your hand. But, people who get stronger use weights. There's different type of weights. The kettlebell says optional. Bells, balls. You could do, if you have a medicine ball, you could do a wrestle up. You know that?
Yeah, yep.
Actually, I think I should have two pictures here because wrestle up is you're on your butt and then you come up to your knees. Maybe I'll fix that up, but this took a while. Anyway, I knew I was going to see you today, so I had to stay on mission.
Yeah, man.
We got this is the 7th of 32 cards in my book. So there's 100-something cards that have numbers on them, 1 to 100, and then like 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes, I think all the way up to 5 minutes, and a couple of multipliers. So if you're fortunate enough to pick the multiplier card, then you pick again, so you get like 2 times whatever you pick and stuff like that. And then you flip over the next of, like I said, 32 cards, and this is number 7. So you get the number first, and then you get the exercise.
Yeah. Nice.
The first is the Bull Pegasus. That's the first mythical beast in Master Lukey's League of Champions, which is an MMA ranking system based on mythical beasts. So the first one is the Bull Pegasus. It's white, like a diamond or a white belt. And the second mythical, that's the numbers. And then the second mythical beast is the Land Shark. And that's the exercise here. It's supposed to be for self-defense. So as far as the mythical beasts go, you have fitness, self-defense, and those are the 2 that are going to be in the first book here. It's kind of like a teaser. 32 exercises. There's so many, you can get up because it's a martial arts-based system. So a lot of the Land Shark, these cards have to be actually techniques, like fighting techniques. But those are going to be in the second book. The first book is just going to be exercises because it's the mythical beast that teaches fitness.
But it all translates into certain movements or just fighting patterns, kind of like footwork drills for boxing.
The get-up was told to me to be the most important exercise for a grappler.
True.
I know these kettlebell guys. They got Kelly. You ever work with kettlebells?
Man, so there was a deltoid exercise I saw where you grab the kettlebell, you swing it down, kind of take a swatted like stance, swing it down between your legs, and just bring it up high and let it roll back on your wrist, and it engage like your deltoids and shit. Other than that, no, that's about the limit.
How you, James?
Huh?
James,
for
you
me,
ever kettlebell?
Not really, man. To be honest,
barbell.
Most of it, a lot of barbell, a lot of dumbbells, a lot of specialty bars.
You could do this with a dumbbell. The last guy
but I mean, I've got actually they're like clamps that clip over your dumbbells and can turn them into kettlebells. Because the only kettlebell, because I used to use the kettlebells for like accessory works with the barbell. So what you would do, right, is like if you imagine you got your normal barbell when you're benching, and then you get bands and you tie bands to the end of the bars, and then you hang kettlebells to the end of the bars. So it makes it more like you've got to really use your stabilizers. Yeah. So that's the stuff that I use kettlebells for.
You attach kettlebells to your barbells
with bands. The bands, so it makes you like when you're trying to settle the bar, you really got to like squeeze and engage. It really works the stabilizers. It's like an accessory work for your bench.
Hey, James, do you remember when they had a platform that you could hook bands to and do like repetitive like squats and shit?
Yeah, so like I did the same thing, but I would instead of, because I didn't have a platform, I would tie them to the bottom of the rack. You know what I mean?
Well, I remember when my first year high school football, working out, they just got this platform. And you have to crisscross them, but we have to, for like 60 seconds, fucking squats. And dude, you would fall out from under that shit. I didn't know if you ever dealt with that shit or not, but like I said, it was back. 90s, man, like 96. Well, probably like 93, 94, something like that.
Yeah, we did a lot of stuff like that.
What are we looking at now, man?
I was trying to see on the last topic there. Would Darren Till, not Darren Till, Luke Rockhold.
Yeah, so Till versus Rockhold. That was in that league.
Luke Rockhold would eat some of this coconut milk powder if I sent him a box?
I wouldn't be shocked, man. I don't think he would. I definitely don't think he would as much as McGregor. That's for sure. But I think
wait, hold on. Can you?
I think he might want a little bit after that fight, though, man. Jesus. It's good to see that there was a picture of him and Till after having a beer together, so at least he must have been somewhat all right. But yeah, he got folded pretty hard. Did you see that fight? Yeah, like he was folded up in the corner.
Wow.
Hey, James, remember when
I feel like he might like some because he's from California.
Oh, true.
You know?
When Pro Cop got folded by
Gabriel Gonzaga. Yeah, I remember that. Pro Cop got Crocop. Yeah.
Yeah, his ankle folded up under him. Go out that it didn't ankle. Like now, granted, had he been conscious when that shit happened,
that would have hurt.
Caused serious damage, but he was so unconscious that his body was able to do that. You know, that was.
And then Gonzaga would go on to fight Randy in Randy's comeback fight because when Randy tried to leave the UFC to fight Fedor and he got pulled back in.
Wow.
His first fight back was against Gonzaga.
Fight bad, dude. And that says a lot about Randy. Is like he wanted the top fight for him.
He definitely wanted that Fedor fight. That would have been an epic fight as well. Like that would have. Yeah, it's a shame it didn't happen, but
we'd still be talking about
life.
That was
What do you reckon, Master Lukey? If that fight was to happen, Fedor and Randy.
Fedor and Randy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sold, bro, on Fedor.
You know, so you Randy all the way, huh? Nah, he was good, man. He was good. I think he was definitely good. I mean, he beat a lot of top guys.
He's got good grappling. He might catch Randy in what? Armbar?
Look, he's just very explosive. You know, he's good everywhere. Like, there's nowhere where I'm really going to say that he's bad. Like, he's good everywhere. And it's good as well because they're both, like, undersized heavyweights, you know?
I think Randy got KO'd by Chuck because Chuck came right down the pipe with good technique. Fedor, he's very loopy. I say Randy at least decisions him.
That's the thing. Fedor is like he's
ground and pound.
Disciplined in Sambo, but then when you look at his stand-up, it's more street fighterish. It's just a lot of arm punches and like Luke saying, winging shit, as opposed to like
maybe gets him in a leg lock. Sambo got that.
Huh?
Maybe Fedor could get him in a leg lock.
Well,
I mean, he dropped a lot of
stand outside at Fedor's range and let him catch him with them long fucking crazy punches. And got inside, started doing his dirty boxing and stuff. I actually think, and that would be the intriguing part is Fedor's Sambo with Randy's wrestling. That would be fucking great. You know, to see that. So it would come down to that battle, and I don't know, man. That's a toss-up right there. But like I said,
I think Randy has a better chance in the UFC when you've got the cage and you can press him in the cage and dirty box him and stuff like that. He has a better chance in the UFC than he does Pride.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because of the environment. Yeah, that's just my opinion. But
I think the ring was always a problem, man. How many times did they get caught under the rope? Have to try to get restarted in the same fucking position. It was just a news, you know. So,
so you're both calling Randy for the win, mate.
Captain America.
Captain America, mate.
Not the last emperor.
Yeah.
Or so they say.
I'd still put Fedor as one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. I
Yeah.
definitely, for me,
Yeah,
I don't think he's underrated.
He was,
I mean, he beat a lot of good guys. He beat all the top, other than Randy. He beat all the UFC heavyweights for the most part of his era. He beat Tim Sylvia and Andre Arlovski when they were both just come out of the UFC and were just recently heavyweight UFC champions. He beat all the best guys they had in Pride.
You know, the gimmick circus fights with like Hong Man Choi and Bob Sapp. He come on top there too, and those were dangerous.
You fought Bob Sapp?
Yeah, huh?
What do you do to Bob Sapp?
Say what?
Ankle lock him? Armbar him? How do you beat Bob Sapp? Knock him out?
You know, honestly, I think if you
he probably knocked him out.
So he's taller, right?
No,
taller. So the biggest thing is you don't want to get near you. So I would start poking him right in his fucking gut to keep the fuck away from me with straight shots. That'd be the best bet I'd have. You know, watch out for his big wild shots. But if I start poking him in the belly button, I think eventually if I threw one of them crazy fucking bolos like Chuck was all about, that'd be my best chance against a Bob Sapp. That's it. And the best. And here's the thing: going in that fight, I know I'm probably gonna get knocked the fuck out, man. So I give it the best college try.
I don't know, man. Bob Sapp seemed to get knocked out a lot towards the end of his career there, man. I'll probably give you a good chance.
He's taller, like 6'3", 6'4". So poke him in the belly, keep him the fuck away from you. Change levels, man. And just poke him in the belly, and then fucking bam, like I said, over top of the bolo punch. Just a bolo punch that goes over top of the guard, comes down, get him on the fucking nose, and who knows, man.
Did you see the Tony Ferguson finally back in the win column with the win over that over Salt Papi?
That's gonna help.
Like an
Tony
influencer.
Ferguson versus Salt Papi?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
What was that?
Ferguson.
Boxing?
Ferguson got the win. He actually looked pretty good. Yeah, it was rolling and slipping with shots, and then so and he was pretty emotional, so I'm happy for him to get back in the win column, you know.
6 years?
6 years.
That's what they said.
I didn't realize.
Years, right?
I didn't realize it was that long.
That's the same card as Luke Rockhold?
That's the same one.
Okay.
Huh?
Misfits.
Yeah. The Misfits
Wow.
boxing,
Know of Salt Papi, Luke?
I saw a TikTok video about him.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of him until today.
For one of the influencer boxers, he did look pretty slick. Like he looked pretty good, you know, for someone that
they were hyping him up, saying, to be a TikTok star, he's got some power, and he's actually getting some wins over some guys that are legit boxers. So,
they're going to
introduce an end to that.
Introduce the sport to the new generation. It's not like kids anymore these days are have their favorite athlete. Now it's their favorite influencer.
There's a lot of truth to that, unfortunately. And Dillon Danis got a win, and then apparently him and Eddie Hall both agreed to fight each other. I don't know if that'll happen, but Eddie Hall and Dillon Danis.
I saw him calling out Carl Froch, and then the video saying that Carl Froch's going to get back into shape and fight that motherfucker.
Oh, well, Carl Froch wins that easy.
Yeah,
he'd fuck Dillon Danis up. It wouldn't even be. It would be easy payday he's ever made.
Well, photo saying that because after the fight, of course, Danis called out anybody that could be a money fight, right? I think he called out McGregor. I don't know, everybody. They talk about Dana White, all this shit, man. But he
apparently him and Eddie Hall though both agreed. So I don't know if they could ever get that licensed. The size difference. But
and this is the boxing match, Misfits boxing. Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely pick Eddie Hall for that.
Wow.
I think he's too big.
The power lifter Eddie Hall.
Yeah, the strong man, Eddie Hall. Yeah. I'll pick him. Dillon Danis.
Dillon Danis isn't even a heavyweight, bro. He's moving up 2
No,
weight
I know.
classes.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I think Eddie Hall's too big.
On like open gym nights, right? There'd be like, over a dozen of us wanting to get into the ring to spar. And I remember there was this dude named, I think, what the fuck was his name, man? Little Hispanic dude, like 135, 145, and was a pro boxer. And I was doing MMA and shit. And
135 to your 170?
I think his name started with a Z, like something. But anyway, that motherfucker would pop in and hit me like fucking 3 to 6 times. And my best bet was to land 1 or 2. Because if I land my 1 or 2, it slowed him down. And by the end of no matter how flashy you are, by the third round, your actual fighting style is going to show its face because you start to get tired if you're bouncing in and out, going from southpaw to fucking conventional and shit. That was my biggest thing. Is the way I started my fucking started the fight is the way I was going to end the fight. So I was just let people bounce in and out on me, switch up, and I get my shots in where I could get them. And even if they was fucking, lighter and punch the shit out of me, eventually they were going to get tired of bouncing around and shit. Now I start landing my shit. But I think Dillon Danis, with his,
you're not going to be able to do that all the time.
And then Eddie Hall's a gimmick. I think.
I think Eddie's. He's underrated. I think he can box better than people.
I'm going to knock him out, but he's going to hit his face so hard it hurts. He's going to quit because that's the big man syndrome. You're so big, you think you're tough, but you never, you ain't spent your whole life fucking fighting and shit like Dillon Danis. So that's my opinion.
What do you reckon, Luke?
Dillon Danis spent his whole life fighting? I thought he was a rich kid from New York City and just did jiu-jitsu.
He's a good jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah, I guess that counts as fighting.
I thought.
But he's not a striker. Is he going to be able to keep that up for the? What are the matches? 3-2s probably. 3 2-minute rounds.
I think Eddie would fuck him up personally. I think Eddie's explosive. I think he's underrated. I mean, he's not like, I'm not saying, Eddie Hall's, top 10 heavy. I'm not saying that, but I think he can box. I think he's got better hands, and I think he's got better hands than what he showed when he fought fucking Hathor Bjornsson, because he went into that fight with a broken hand apparently. That's why he just kept winging that one shots, because he broke his other hand.
Holy!
Suffer a stroke.
Hathor,
did he?
Yeah. That's why he's got that. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. All right.
Oh man, R.I.P. You could get a stroke from getting punched in the head, and I try to stay in the martial arts, but not promote, dangerous behavior like that. I think it's not really in the true spirit of Bushido. But if you think of it, it's not really an alternative yet. Maybe one day, Master Lukey's League will be something that you could stream.
Yeah, that'd be good, man.
Because, if you're an influencer, your face, your brain, that's the most important thing. If you're streaming and you have people that are looking up to you, you definitely don't want to be showing them something that if they try it at home, they're going to, get seriously injured. I think mainstream especially, you got to really appeal to the masses, and most people don't like the gore, the blood. Somebody getting knocked out really is a move that's performed well. So I keep the faith, I keep hope alive that martial arts does have a future in a civilized society where it's not reduced to who gets knocked out first, or let's swing for the fences on the White House lawn for Donald Trump, America. But he did the WWE, Mr. President.
Oh,
Took
yeah,
a bump.
that's right. Yeah, he did too.
That takes training, just like Tyrone Woodley learning how to take a big bump and make it look like he gets knocked out by Jake Paul.
What if the main event of the WWE White House UFC is Donald Trump versus Vincent Kennedy McMahon?
I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say Joe Biden.
RFK Jr.
Wheeling it. RFK's beating them both. RFK's actually in shape.
Have we had a president that was like in the entertainment industry? Because Reagan was
not like Trump,
country westerns and shit before he got elected.
I guess, yeah.
And now we got Trump who did the fucking, what was it? You're fired. What was that shit? Your apprentice.
The Apprentice.
Fired. And then also we did WWE shit. But now he's there, and now it's just, I don't know, man.
Fantasy matchup.
Yeah, right.
RFK Jr. versus Putin.
Ooh, that's actually good. That's actually
Putin wins, man.
Who's the best fighting world leader? Is it somebody from Asia?
Probably nah. What, Winnie the Pooh?
Who's the best fighting world leader who would win in a hand?
I think it's Putin. I'd have to go with
Putin. beats RFK Jr.
Yeah, I think his horseback pictures of him like horseback with his shirts off. It's won me over. What? I think that's all. It's won me over.
Right up your alley, bro.
Hey, you caught me out, brother. What can I say?
We got to put that one in the AI, make it into a movie. Your hero on horseback.
He's kicking right in an RFK, into the Coliseum.
I mean, RFK, I did take votes for him. I wanted him to beat Trump because of the vaccine issue, primarily.
But now you got both of them together anyway, so you got the best of both.
He's enhanced. He's an enhanced athlete. But he's more like a CrossFitter, all right? He's not a martial artist. Like Putin, we've seen him doing judo.
Yeah.
But he's older, I think. Or they're the same age. I don't know. I feel like there's maybe a prince in Thailand who could just knock everybody out, maybe. Or who else?
Well, I mean, if Brazil? I had to go just off who we know of, or who I know of, I'd have to go with Putin, but you never know. But I've got another. I got a fan question here for you, Luke.
Nice.
How long?
Live?
Yeah. How was it at Longo's gym at the time? And sorry, man. Did he think it could remain a relevant gym in 20 years? So
that's live right now in the chat.
Yeah. How was your? How was your? No, that one was on Sherdog.
Oh, that was Sherdog. I bet.
Sherdog one, yeah.
How was Longo's at the time coming up, and did he think that it was going to get as big as it did?
Yeah,
and remains.
Yeah.
We'll do a little backtrack. So right now, he's got Merab, and Merab, you'd know better than me, James. He's definitely not from here. So he wasn't a homegrown talent. So Longo's did become kind of one of these destination gyms. Jackson Wink, people go there just to train under the coach, which Ray deserves that. I mean, how many champions did he have already under him?
Yeah.
And some of them were homegrown. Like Matt learned his striking from Ray. And even before Matt, he had kickboxing champions, women, men, Weidman. He took a kid who was just like a good athlete, with a mind of a champion. Ended up outstriking the best striker in history or whatever.
Knocked out Anderson on the feet.
Ray did a lot, man. Does a lot, and he understands. Like, I'll give you for example. I don't mind saying it because I'm loyal to my team. And somebody at a new gym I went to because I was like too far away from Longo, so I was training in another gym. He's like, "Oh yeah, but Ray's striking is so basic." He said that. I was like, "Yeah, well, most people do things that are way too complicated, and you don't even ever see it in a match. When you see champions, it's not these boxing combos where the pad holder is like doing more work than the pad hitter. They're spinning around, putting the pad behind their back.
Down.
For all these soccer moms who they want to post a video about it and stuff. But
I keep it basic as hell. I teach footwork. My little number system. And stuff like that. But yeah, you're right. You see these guys doing like where they're catching miss behind the bag and blah blah blah. No, man, that's not efficient. That's not what works. Just keep it simple. Like the old saying, "Kiss, keep it simple, stupid."
Ray never did that stuff. His combos are basic. Yep.
What worked on
one thing I would say about Ray that I learned from him was that the first thing was that conditioning is king. And we saw that coming up against Tiger Schulman, who was considered a McDojo because he had so many franchisees. If that's the right word. He had so many his students opened up, and he spanned out. He bought like schools that were troubled, and he like put his program in there, and then they started making money again. So they kind of like called him a McDojo, because he was very good at business. Tiger Schulman, because he had so many schools, was able to filter and bring some really good fighters up through his organization. I fought a couple of Tiger Schulman guys, and a couple of them beat me. So they're not a McDojo, but where was I going with that? Their fighters were always very conditioned. Their technique wasn't amazing, because like I was criticizing karate before. I don't think it's the best striking art in mixed martial arts. But his fighters were always in great condition, like juiced, yes, but also like great cardio and tough. And so that's like the number one thing. They were winning fights on that alone, like where they were going up against guys who were better at the art of Muay Thai, but just because they were so physical, they made it ugly, and they just overwhelmed them.
And you fought them in kickboxing?
I fought them in Muay Thai, yep. And MMA. I fought one guy in Muay Thai and one guy in MMA.
Oh, true.
Now, going back even further, coming up in Longo, like I said, conditioning he got from the Thais. I believe the main guy was called Chai Sadaranjit. Probably saying it wrong. Because there was an influx of Thai boxers, right? They came to America, California, and Ray was bringing these guys in for seminars. He brought in the Gracies. So even though he was a Jeet Kune Do coach, Bruce Lee, he said don't have a style. It kind of was like, all right, you got to learn from the Muay Thai guy, the Jiu-Jitsu guy. And that was really what we did there. Ray's style, Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. Coming up, then Weibney came in. Right now, Longo's guy, he's not even a jiu-jitsu guy. He's more of a wrestler. Right? Striking and wrestling, Marab. And did he ever think it would get that big? Definitely. Ray was a pioneer, along with Lou Neglia, getting into the promoting. They were the first ones doing MMA. And He's Ray's the type of guy who's there on Sunday night
Mm.
because somebody's got a fight coming up, and you got to train, man. Take you to the hill to do the hill sprints.
Yeah. So he ran a good gym. He knew his stuff, and he was also very entrepreneurial as far as getting in outside talent.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying is I don't think he's even searching him out. They're searching him out. Is what the question was, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
with the advertisement from
Like
the seat of the master.
Oh, I mean, like the tires and that, and bringing them over. Did that tires and that reach
right.
out? Yeah.
And the Gracies. I think Ray was the first one to bring like Henzo in or Hickson or something for a seminar when he first came to America.
So he reached out to them though, right? Like that. That's what I mean when I say like his entrepreneurial side.
Nice. Well, who did Bruce have? He had Judo Gene LaBelle, no?
Yeah. And he did.
Dan had the Machados.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The reason why we're here, the Godfather, the Grand Godfather. Give him a high five, James. Cha-ching.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I saw that.
That's wobbly?
Yeah. The fingers and that. Yeah. And the nunchucks are real nunchucks.
Put your right hand up and interlock your fingers with him. Like you do in Mercy. Yeah.
Yeah. He's life size, man.
Thank you so much, Bruce.
Yeah, life size.
Hey.
Let's go.
That's why.
So that it's like he's actually there with you.
Yeah, man.
Talking. Am I watching karate movies growing up?
You keep cutting out.
Huh? No,
sorry, Kelly.
I was doing that because that was the Bruce Lee shit coming up. Was like, yo, hey, you killed my teacher.
Damn, I won't let you talk about my teacher like that,
dude.
You ever see a movie called Kung Pao?
Definitely.
You ever see
the animated movie?
Yeah, that one.
Not heard about it.
Yeah, that one's great. Yeah, Kung Pao. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out.
Really? I remember it being funny.
Why is it good?
It was. Well, I mean, if you love 70s kung fu movies, like the parody, it's a really good parody of it.
Really?
And it does a lot of that. Yeah. Like even when they, check it out. It's funny. But I think we've gone through all of our topics. So do you have anything you want to touch on before we wrap it up, Master Lukey? Is there anything else you want to touch on?
I think we got through it all. Yeah, I was trying to see like what would possess Luke Rockhold to do celebrity boxing. I guess he got a good paycheck, but I couldn't find it online like how much he probably made.
Yeah,
but it's not just about the money that you get from the fight. It's also about the legacy that you leave. And it's not just like I said, it's not just the money, but the amount of lives that are affected by watching, right?
And the inspirational side.
So, in a way, the boxing has the benefits of physical fitness, and so I want to work with more athletes. The video I was showing you about the girl who did the rolling guillotine.
Yeah,
she's an up and coming MMA fighter, WMMA. So I try to show them the power of footwork. Kelly, that's everything.
Have you ever had a girl put you in a guillotine?
I have to tap so quick to guillotines, arm triangles, regular triangles, any type of thing that puts pressure on my neck.
I've actually been training with a chick, and she puts you in a guillotine. or not a guillotine, but a triangle.
Oh, a triangle.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Been caught there?
What'd you do? You go to sleep?
No, I licked their pussy and they let go. I want to see what your reaction was. But now,
not sure if serious.
Do what?
Funny.
Yeah.
They let go? That's how I know you weren't telling the truth.
Huh?
That's how I know you weren't telling the truth, because you said they let go.
True that.
She squeezed tighter.
I'm a lesbian in a man's body.
Yeah, definitely good to see you, though. I thought we had an event last night, but
this fucking podcast just took a turn. We're signing off.
I don't think we had any. We didn't have any UFC last night, I don't believe.
All right, so I'm saying Ankalaev by KO, Topuria versus Gaethje. That's not signed, right? That was just a rumor.
Topuria Gaethje's rumor.
The whole house card is bullshit. Just stay tuned.
Oh,
got a whole.
Okay, the whole card is not happening.
Stay patient to see what the White House card is. Now, is it happening? Yes, it's happening.
Yeah.
But just see what the card is, and
that card thing's just that's some fan that's put it out there, but they'll definitely stack it. That'll be the most stacked card that they've ever done.
Yo, fucking 100 had Brock on there and Eddie Edgar on there and stuff. 200 and they're this will be the biggest card you ever saw. But who's gonna be on there? Stay tuned. That's all.
I ain't saying.
So,
I can't believe Frankie Edgar did it. God bless. God bless you guys.
Hey, Frankie Edgar.
Great seeing you again.
Bare knuckle boxing and won his first match. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
We'll talk about it next time because
we finished off with him last time, and I just wanted to shout him out. Yeah. Frankie Edgar, local guy,
legend.
I love Frankie Edgar. Boxing for wrestling and MMA. He was. Dude, he was the fucking Rocky story, man.
That's the thing that happened to him in MMA. He had all these in the UFC. He had all these wars, and then after a while, it's like he couldn't keep doing it.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen now in bare knuckle? Huh?
Well, he won his first.
Yeah, he's just. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
Again,
you got to know when it's time to hang it up.
We talk about the button. His button's been pushed, so.
And that bare knuckle, man, like it's entertaining, but like them dudes get sliced up, man. Like that's brutal to watch.
What's funny is Frankie didn't have scar tissue, you know.
Well, he will now.
Anybody watching who is into MMA, boxing, kickboxing, and you want to do it safely with no head contact, I'll give you a free consultation. It's very simple. You just have to approach it from a different angle. You know, it's almost like footwork for your thinking. The thing about Ray, I'll just finish up with this.
Yeah.
It's how can you be a coach and guide people, you know, in a way, and you know this too, Kelly, like when you have a fighter, you don't want to throw them to the wolves and just have them get discouraged or get their chin checked too early, you know, so you build them up.
Yeah.
You put them with, tougher and tougher training partners and opponents. And it's not, people say, oh, padded record. No, it's just building a fighter to get to a product where you can put them in a championship level. Exactly. Ray knew how to do that multiple times with multiple fighters. Hold on. That's the way they play the game. But in the same token, there's all the sparring partners that Weidman knocked out and Matt knocked out and I knocked out and the underside of the industry people don't want to think about, which is after they retire. We are only seeing the beginning of it, and it's already not looking good with guys like Gary Goodrich and Frankie Edgar. I hope him and everybody else who's doing MMA and boxing, kickboxing, I hope everybody stays safe, do it the safest way. I'll be here next week for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Luke, man, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. And
yeah, man.
we talk.
So is a lot to talk about.
Huh?
Always a lot to talk about with you guys.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I really do. Thanks heaps for taking your time.
Vacuuming your crotch next time.
That wasn't on camera, right?
Nah, you're all good, brother.
Maybe I should do it on camera. Be spicier views for the stream.
James, are we done here?
We're all done. All right, thanks, guys. I really appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Until next week, same time, same bad time, same bad channel.
Absolutely.
All right.
Oh, James. One more thing.
Yeah, man.
Finish him.
Atomic batteries.
All right, guys.
Turbines of speed. All right,
all right, guys. Till next
Fatality.
week. Thanks again. Much appreciated.
James, take care. Luke.
Okay, Kelly.
All a pleasure. See you next week.
Likewise.
Thanks.
All right, lads.
Thanks, fellas.
Cheers.
All right, lads.
Leave your comments, guys. Questions.
Leave your comments.
Questions, comments. James,
thanks.
send
Master
me the topics
Lukey.
for next time. You know, I'll pull up some more videos and stuff if you think that's with the screen sharing. How's that?
Sounds good, brother. Sounds good.
Good job, man.
Sounds good. All right, brother. I'll see you next time, man.
All right, lads. The lad of lads.
Thanks, good night, brother. You too. Good night, man.
Cheers.